we are going to discuss one of the most important and essential concept for chemistry, that is the rules for assigning oxidation state. Okay, so in chemistry this is a very important. We should know what is the oxidation state of an element in a particular molecule or ion, whatever it may be. Okay, so there are some rules. Generally we use oxidation state and oxidation number, but there is a difference between the oxidation state and oxidation number that already we discussed in the previous video. Okay, so here let us start with the rules to assign the oxidation state. Okay, so here first fundamental rule is oxidation state of an atom in pure elemental form is 0. Okay, in the pure elemental form oxidation state is equal to 0. Means suppose if you take hydrogen molecule, in this one oxidation state of hydrogen is equal to 0. So no, this is in the elemental form. Next, in oxygen molecule oxidation state of oxygen is equal to 0. Yes or no? Oxidation state of oxygen is equal to 0. Okay, so in the elemental form, in the same way, see here we have hydrogen and hydrogen. It is a pure covalent bond. Yes or no? In between two oxygen atoms we have a double bond here. Okay, if the element is attached to the same atom, okay, so both are same, so that's why this is a pure covalent bond. Here oxidation state is equal to 0. Okay, and suppose if you take phosphorus P4, okay, phosphorus exists as P4, atomicity equal to 4 here. Okay, so oxidation state of phosphorus is equal to 0 here also. So if we see the structure of phosphorus, okay, so here phosphorus, each and every phosphorus is attached to same phosphorus atoms only, so that's why oxidation state of the phosphorus is 0. Simple thing. Okay, if an element is attached to the same type of element, then its oxidation state is 0. Here phosphorus is attached to all phosphorus. Okay, clear? So suppose if you take S8, sulfur exists as octaatomic generally, so here oxidation state of sulfur is equal to 0. Okay, so whatever it may be the species, if that is in the form of pure elemental form, then oxidation state is equal to 0. Okay, clear? So here like this, suppose if you take iron, sodium, like this, Br2, F2, so many examples, whatever it may be, in the pure elemental form, oxidation state is equal to 0. Next, oxidation state of alkali metals and alkaline earth metals, first group elements and second group elements. So here for alkali metals, always oxidation state is equal to +1. Okay, for alkali metals, lithium, so hydrogen is somewhat special that we discuss in the next row. Okay, lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium, francium, they all have oxidation state +1. Okay, in their compounds. Next, in the alkaline earth metals, always oxidation state is equal to +2 only. Okay, for the second group elements, beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium, barium and radium. Okay, so they always exhibit +2 oxidation state in the combined form. Remember that in the elemental state, always that is 0. These all stories are in the, when they are in the combined form, means when they are combined with some other elements. Okay, so here in the combined form, alkali metals always +1, alkaline earth metals always +2 oxidation state. Next, oxidation state of hydrogen, very important. Here two cases. In the case of hydrogen, generally in many compounds it shows +1 oxidation state. In many compounds oxidation state is equal to +1, but in metal hydrides, oxidation state of hydrogen is -1. Very, very important. Okay, in generally in many compounds oxidation state of hydrogen is +1, but in the metal hydride that is -1. For example, NaH, okay, LiH, MgH2, CaH2, like this. Okay, in the metal hydrides hydrogen oxidation state is -1. Okay, so another example is lithium aluminum hydride. Okay, so here also oxidation state of hydrogen is -1 only. This is one of the best reducing agents that we use. We discussed it about this lithium aluminum hydride in the organic chemistry extensively. Okay, so here sodium, lithium, these all +1, they will exhibit always +1. So that's why, and it is more electropositive than hydrogen. So that's why they exhibit +1. Hydrogen is more electronegative than these metals. So that's why hydrogen definitely exhibit -1 oxidation state, and these elements they exhibit +1 here. Here magnesium and calcium +2, and here lithium +1, aluminum +3. Okay, aluminum +3, and here hydrogens exhibit -1 oxidation state. Okay, remember that I am mentioning oxidation state, not oxidation number. Okay, here oxidation number of hydrogen is how much? -4. Yes or no? That difference is clearly explained in one video. Okay, if you have any doubts, please watch that video. Clear? So generally +1, but in the metal hydrides, this hydrogen exhibit -1 oxidation state. Right. Now another special one, that is the oxygen. Very, very important. This is also special one here. Generally oxidation state of oxygen is -2. Okay, generally oxidation state of oxygen is -2 in many compounds. Next, in peroxides, oxidation state of oxygen is -1. Okay, what is peroxide? Okay, if there is a single bond is present between oxygen, and oxygen carries -1 charge or -1 oxidation state, this bond is called as peroxy bond. Okay, single bond between two oxygen atoms, and -1 charge must be present on the oxygen, then only that bond is considered as peroxy bond. We have two special molecules that we discuss, okay, here only. Clear? So in the peroxide, oxidation state of oxygen is equal to -1. Okay. In superoxides, oxidation state of oxygen is equal to -1/2. Okay, oxidation state of oxygen is equal to -1/2. Another special case here, this one, superoxides. Direct questions are asked many times in the different entrance exams, IIT, NEET, and other competitive exams. So very, very important. Okay, generally -2 in the peroxides, -1 in the superoxides, -1/2. Okay, so best examples for the superoxides here are NaO2, KO2 are the best examples for the superoxides. So peroxides, we know very well that H2O2, okay, H2O2, Na2O2, SrO2, BaO2. So these are the some examples for the peroxides. Okay, so clear? Now here, this is a special superoxide. So how it is possible? Yes or no? Now if you take this one, actually it exists as Na plus O2 minus. Okay, one electron is distributed in between the two oxygens. Okay, one unpaired electron. So here this Na plus, just if you consider the oxygen, total 6 valence electrons, yes or no? So here 2 electrons are involved in the bonding between oxygen, and here one extra electron is, this is the extra electron which is present here or which is taken from the cation, that may be sodium or potassium, whatever it may be. Now this is delocalized between these two. Okay, this is delocalized between these two. Structure is given like this also, Na plus okay, like this also it is given. Okay, so here this dotted line indicates, suppose if sodium, this extra electron is present on this oxygen, sodium bonded to this oxygen. If it is present on this, sodium is bonded to this oxygen, like that. Okay, so sodium may be bonded to this oxygen for some time and for this oxygen for some time. Okay, so delocalized electron, this one. Clear? So that's why in the superoxides -1/2, actually that is the average oxidation state. Okay, average oxidation state, because half electron does not possible, yes or no? Okay, so this is the special case. Clear? Next, see here in this one, this hydrogen peroxide, we know very well, H, hydrogen is +1, so here it is -1, this oxygen is -1. Okay, so hydrogen peroxide, single bond between oxygen and oxygen, -1 charge is present on the oxygen. Okay, so these are the negative oxidation states possible for the oxygen in the different types of compounds, and we have some special cases also, those also we discuss. Okay, so for oxygen only here I am writing some very important cases. So first one is OF2. Okay, OF2. In OF2, oxidation state of oxygen is equal to +2. Okay, oxidation state of the oxygen is +2, because fluorine always exhibits -1 oxidation state, because that is the most electronegative atom, right? So that's why here fluorine definitely exhibit -1. So 2 fluorines -2, so oxygen will get the +2 oxidation state. Okay, very special examples these are. Next, in O2F2, oxidation state of oxygen is equal to +1. See here in O2F2, oxidation state of oxygen is +1. If you see the structure of this one, this is the structure. Okay, so here fluorine definitely -1, yes or no? So this oxygen has +1, this one is also having +1. Okay, so here oxygens having, what is the oxidation state? +1. So that's why this OO bond, it is not a peroxy bond. Okay, so this bond, OO bond, is not a peroxy bond. Very important. Okay, so here we have a single bond between the oxygen, but oxygen oxidation state is not -1. Here already discussed. Okay, so if single bond is present and oxygen carries -1 oxidation state, then only that is considered as peroxy bond. Okay, very important, this one, direct questions we get. Okay, next we have another molecule, HO2F. Okay, so if you consider in this one, see here fluorine -1, hydrogen is +1 here, and this oxygen carries -1 charge, this oxygen carries +1 charge. Okay, because it is bonded to the fluorine, so that's why +1. So in the same molecule, one oxygen atom is exhibiting -1 oxidation state, another oxygen atom is exhibiting +1 oxidation state. Okay, so these three examples, they are very important for the competitive exams. Okay, so in these are the three molecules in which oxygen exhibit +1 oxidation state, in all other positive oxidation state, in all other cases minus only, -2, -1 or -1/2, mostly -2. Okay, in the peroxides -1, in the superoxides -1/2. Another rule for the halogens. So here fluorine, this is the most electronegative element. Yes or no? So that's why always oxidation state of fluorine is equal to -1. Fix that is. Okay, always oxidation state of fluorine is -1. For the other halogens, here generally we discuss chlorine, bromine and iodine only. Astatine is a radioactive element. Generally we won't discuss about that. So mostly we discuss chlorine, bromine and iodine only. Okay. For other halogens, here again two cases. Generally -1. Okay, generally the oxidation state of halogens, chlorine, bromine, iodine is -1. But when they bonded to fluorine and oxygen, exhibits positive oxidation state also. Okay, chlorine, bromine, iodine generally they exhibit -1, but when they are bonded to fluorine and oxygen, they exhibit positive oxidation state. And also in the interhalogen compound, that I will explain here. Suppose if you take HCl, HBr like this, here -1, general case -1. Okay, suppose if you take ClF3, ClF5, okay, ClF5. See here, what is the oxidation state of chlorine +3? Here chlorine +5. Okay, like this. Or HClO2, HClO3 oxo acids, HClO4. So here oxidation state of chlorine is here +3, here +5, here +7. Okay, means they can show the variable oxidation states when they are bond. Same story for the bromine and iodine also. Okay, so other than -1, they exhibit different oxidation states. So +1, +3, +5 and +7 also when they bonded to fluorine and oxygen. And another special case is interhalogen compounds. Okay, in the interhalogen compounds means same halogens they can form bond with the another halogens. Okay, for example ICl5, BrF3 like this. Okay, IF7. These are the some examples for the interhalogen compounds. So here oxidation state of iodine is +5, here +7, here +3. See, because within the group chlorine is more electronegative than iodine, so that's why iodine exhibit positive oxidation state. Here also fluorine is more electronegative than bromine, so that's why bromine +3, like that. Okay, so halogens generally -1, but when they bonded to fluorine and oxygen, they exhibit positive oxidation state. And also in the interhalogen compound, they exhibit positive oxidation state. Now let us see the sixth case. Oxidation state of simple monoatomic ion is equal to charge on that ion. Okay, simple monoatomic ion, for example Na+. Okay, so here oxidation state of sodium is equal to how much? +1. The charge present on the simple monoatomic ion is equal to +1. For example O2-, so oxidation state of oxygen is equal to -2. The charge present on the ion is equal to its oxidation state. For example, aluminium +3. So oxidation state of aluminium is equal to +3. Okay, so if only one atom is present, that is monoatomic, means only one atom. In that case, the charge present on the atom is nothing but the oxidation state of that atom. Next, algebraic sum of oxidation states of all the atoms in a neutral compound equal to 0. This we discuss with an example. Suppose let us take HNO3 molecule. Here we want to calculate the oxidation state of nitrogen. Okay, so here algebraic sum of oxidation states of all the atoms in a neutral compound is equal to 0. Okay, so here if you want to calculate the oxidation state of nitrogen, here one hydrogen is present, so 1 into +1. One nitrogen, that we assume as X. Plus we have 3 oxygens, each oxygen has -2 oxidation state, so this total should be equal to 0. Okay, so algebraic sum of oxidation states of all the atoms in a neutral compound equal to 0. See here, this is a neutral molecule, there is no charge is present on this molecule. Okay, so total charge, one hydrogen, each hydrogen +1, nitrogen is 1, so that is we are assuming X. 3 oxygen, so 3 into each oxygen carries -2. So therefore here X +1 -6 equal to 0, X -5 equal to 0, so X equal to +5. So what is the oxidation state of nitrogen? See, if you want to check this is correct or not, how can we check this one? Just substitute here. So we get 1 into +1 +5 +3 into -2. Okay, so this is nothing but 1 + 5, 6. 3 into -2, 6, that equal to 0. Yes or no? So if you got the 0, then this is correct. Clear? So total sum of oxidation states of all the elements or all the atoms in a neutral compound is definitely equal to 0. Okay. Next, in an ion. Okay. So here algebraic sum of oxidation states of all the atoms is equal to charge on that ion. Okay. For example, here if you take SO4 -2, SO4 -2. So this is a molecular ion. Okay, see these are the simple monoatomic ions, and here only one atom will be present here. But here they are molecular ions. Don't think this -2 is for the oxygen, not like that. This is the charge of this whole species. Okay, so that here, suppose we want to calculate oxidation state of sulfur, that we assume as X. Okay, oxidation state of sulfur we have to calculate, assume it as X. 4 oxygens, each oxygen carries -2 equal to charge on the ion, how much? -2. Okay, so sum of the oxidation states of all the atoms is equal to charge present on that ion. Okay, so here from this we get 4 into -2, -8 equal to -2. If you take this side, that becomes +8. +8 and -2 we get +6. So the oxidation sulfur is how much? +6. Okay, next last case here. If a compound contains only carbon, hydrogen and oxygen, okay, only carbon, hydrogen and oxygen, then the formula to calculate oxidation state of carbon is equal to number of oxygens into 2 minus number of hydrogens by number of carbons. Okay, number of oxygens into 2 minus number of hydrogens by number of carbons. Okay, for example, let us take 2 molecules here. This is the methyl alcohol. Here oxidation state of carbon is equal to, so number of oxygens 1 into 2 minus how many hydrogens we have? Total 4 hydrogens. By how many carbons we have? Only 1 carbon. So that is equal to 2 minus 4, that is equal to -2. So what is the oxidation state of carbon in this compound? -2. Okay, next here in this one, oxidation state of carbon is equal to number of oxygens 2 into 2 minus number of hydrogens 2 by number of carbons 1. So that is equal to 4 minus 2, that is plus 2. So what is the oxidation state of carbon here? Plus 2. Okay, so in this way we can calculate oxidation state of carbon in the molecules which have only carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. So in the next lecture we discuss with very important examples and special molecules. Okay, thank you.